Well, let's say you got an old CD player like this one or this one, and you're thinking, boy, it would be cool if this would play maybe an iPod. Well, turns out it can. All you're gonna need is a standard plug to plug into your iPod. This one's just taking off some headphones. As you can see, there's no more headphones on them. What you're gonna need to do is open it up, which go to the back, pull out all the screws. It'll open up for you. And if you got one like this where the volume knob is opposite of where the radio knob is, this one's also got a cassette which is down in there. You're gonna most likely have your radio by the radio knob and your volume controls by your volume knob. The cassette computer board is by the cassette, and the CD computer board is by the CD. So all you got to do on one of these is play. Let's find out which wires lead from the CD to the volume. And oh, hey, look, it's these three right here. And by the way, we're looking for three: left, right, and common. So what you're going to do is chop this plug off, strip those wires back, take your headphones, or just your headphone jack, really. You don't even need, it doesn't have to be headphones necessarily. Strip those wires back, figure out which one's the common, which, as the name suggests, it'd be the wire that's common between the two and looks the same. You're just going to solder these up together, and now this doesn't play CDs anymore. It's going to play your iPod when you plug it in and set it to CD. And the volume will be adjustable with the volume knob and also with your iPod or MP3 player. And this one, it didn't play CDs anymore. The CD player part had broken, and so I'm just going to hook it up to play my iPod. Now if you got one like this one also didn't play CDs, by the way. This one in here, as you can see, it's got one huge circuit board, so it's a little bit trickier to deal with. Now what I found was the circuit board was divided into sections. You had your radio section over here by the radio controls, and then this is where the speakers plug in and kick out, and then I don't know, yeah, you can see this. This leads back to the circuit board, so I figured over here was the amplifying section, since that led out to the speakers. And the CD player plugged in right here, so I figured somewhere in here was the CD section. And what you want to do is have this thing turned to CD and crank the volume up all the way. And now you want to take something metal, like a paper clip, or if you have a diode, that supposedly works really good. And you just go around touching all the points, all these little points, listening. I hope you guys can hear that noise. Let me put the thing closer. I'm going to touch that same point. Here's the speaker. You're listening for a noise like that, and here's the actual point, and you can hear the noise. Well, let me get it closer. Hoping you can hear that noise. Now what you want to do is when you find a point that you can hear the noise on, like this, or this one, you want to take your volume knob, and while you're holding your piece of metal onto that point, turn your volume knob and see if it makes a difference in the noise coming out. Not the volume of the noise coming out. And now on these points here it didn't, so those weren't the right ones. And so you want to find the ones where it makes where you can change the volume coming out. And you should find two of them, one for left, one for right. And when you do that, take and solder up one of them with your left or right. I really wish you guys could see this, because I got it soldered up right there. And then what you do is you take the common and you're gonna turn the volume down some so that when it works you don't make a really loud noise, and you put your iPod in and make it play something. Then you take the common wire and go around touching all the other points, and when you hear the music, well, that's your point. Solder the common up to that one. Solder the right up to the other point. Solder the common up to the same point, and there you go. You got it. Now, maybe you guys aren't believing me. I just soldered some wires up to this thing. Well, here we go. I'll plug this one into my iPod and show you guys what's up. One more note, it doesn't really matter which one is left, which one's right, as long as you have them separated. Unless you're really into that kind of left and right stuff, then you gotta figure that one out on your own, because I'm not really sure. And for any of you who are still skeptical, I went and soldered these 4 wires for the headphones into these 3, because the 2 commons go together. You might be able to see that a little bit, which that was a lot easier said than done. And now for any of you who are skeptical, volume adjustment.